how to use Zebstrika, Pokemon Oras. So, Zebstrika has got two of my favourite kinds of, or basically entirely my favourite kinds of abilities. Immunity abilities. You've got Lightning Rod, which makes you immune to electric type moves, and gives you a raised special attack. You've got Motor Drive, which gives you immunity to electric type moves, and one raised speed every time you're hit by one. And Zebstrika, which gives you a grass immunity, and increase your physical attack by one every time you're hit by a grass type move. So the set I've devised here is Overheat Lightning Rod Leftovers. Now I know what you're thinking, this isn't going to work. This is a double set, so Zebstrika, Leftovers for the sustain. You run Leftovers for the sustain, you run Lightning Rod for the attack boosts, and then you run it with a Stunfisk. So you run Stunfisk with Discharge and Eerie Impulse. Simply Stunfisk because it was another electric type that I could think of at the time when I was making this. But yeah, Stunfisk every turn discharges or Eerie Impulses, which lowers your opponent's special attack by 2, or is raising your special attack by 1. Either way, you can also run it with things like Thunder Wave and Rain Dance. So then you can, if you're running it with Rain Dance, you can, instead of having Discharge, you can actually have Thunder, which always hits in the rain. If you're running this with a Stunfisk that has already set up a Rain Dance, and let's just do it. So, I remember that they're rocks, so which one is it? Damp Rock, there we go. And then we get a Static, and then I don't care about the EVs, but you know, let's just see what let's just see what Showdown thinks. Full health, full special defense. No, that would be absolutely terrible. See, this is why you don't let these guys do the EVs, because they just capitalize on your two best stats. You don't capitalize on the two best stats. You make up for your lower defensive stat if you're a tank, or you make up your physical attack and your speed. And if you're not speed, then you're making up your hit points. Now these guys do get it right sometimes, as you've seen in my videos, but not very often. And then, yeah, you want to run Discharge because it hits your adjacent Pokemon and the two opponents. So unless your opponent's got a Lightning Rod Pokemon, then you're not getting hit. Anyway, you could also pair it with a Water type like Politoed. No, not Poly. I think it's Politoed. The green one that's... Let's just look it up quickly. Yeah, I got it right. Politoed. Politoed with Drizzle would actually work. I think a Stunfisk works better. And then Overheat, when it lowers your special attack by 2, so you can use Overheat every other turn at neutral special attack. And then you just Thunder. Then you just Thunder for the turn that you're waiting while Stunfisk recharges your special attack. And then we have the Life Orb Motor Drive. So you've got the Life Orb to make up for the lack of the Lightning Rod and the increasing attack. And then you run super fast. Flame Charge, Wild Charge, Thrash, and Pursuit is what I found was quite good. But instead of Thrash, you could also run Return, which works quite well. And then Pursuit just for dark coverage and switching out and stuff. And then, instead of running Motor Drive on this one, you actually want to run Zebstrika. And you pair... Actually, there isn't... I don't believe Petal Dance increases Zebstrika. You'd have to check it. But Zebstrika is simply... you go in with the Gastrodon, because Gastrodon has a 4 times weakness to Grass. You go into Gastrodon, Gastrodon does its thing, protects for a turn, scouts out their attack, if it's like a Serperior or something. Then it switches that into Zebstrika, and Zebstrika comes in, takes the Zebstrika physical attack boost, and then Flame Charges. To make up for the lack of Motor Drive, it's got Flame Charge to increase the speed. Wild Charge has the quarter recoil, but with the Life Orb boost, it's doing a lot. Pursuit for if the foe doesn't want to handle you, and decides to switch out, you can get monstrous amounts of damage on them while they're switching out, and then return just for a normal attack, just to make up your attack. So what I thought here was, since you're boosting your speed with Flame Charge, max out on hit points, and you don't necessarily have to run Life Orb on this set. You could run a Citrus Berry if you're worried about that first turn knockout when you come in and you get the Mispredict. On the Grass type move. You come in, you get hit by a Dragon type move or a Psychic type move. You come in, you eat it, you proc your Citrus Berry, you boost, and then 116 speed, meaning even at neutral, you're going to be speeding a lot of 70-80 base speed threats, 70-80 base speed tanks, and that's some pretty good coverage there. This one's also got some nice coverage, the Life Orb to make up for the lack of Lightning Rod and the increased attack. Motor Drive, again, you pair it with Stun Fisk, and you just full out attack. There's not a huge amount you can do with this, but Zebstrika is one of my favourite electric type Pokemon, if not my favourite. I think my favourite electric type, well, it does have to go to Heliolisk, because normal electric, I think would have been better if he was a fire electric, but yeah. But this is, Zebstrika's definitely my second favourite electric type. Pikachu isn't even on my list. I hate the Pokemon. Now, I'm sorry for all you Pikachu fans, but I hate Pokemon's mascot. I'm sorry. Also, you want to run the physical defense because ground and rock types tend to be physical attackers rather than special attackers. So it's better to capitalize on your physical defense rather than your special defense. Now, I was having some thoughts on what I should be doing, and this is just a little question to you guys. It probably won't be implemented for a few videos because I've only got like six. I've got about 4 consistent views on all of my videos within a couple days. But what I'm thinking is, if we go back to Smelgon, if we go to home, they have a anything goes little thing, I do believe. There we go, anything goes. So what I was thinking is I can show you a 6 team of Zebstrikas, for example, and I'd show you them just working in a random battle simulator I find. Get back to me, this won't happen for a while, but get back to me on what you think, because I think it's quite a good idea. Anyways, I will see you all next time. Bye-bye. Yeah.